But yeah, that temple's really a vulnerable spot for GoRush, and he's drawing it up to the north to really bring it in kind of a interesting position. We might see a drop. There's a speed upgrade. Yeah, Overlord's coming up, and I think we're going to see a lurker drop here, because those Overlords are in fact speed upgraded, and looks more turrets along that backside edge. And I think, yeah, there's the drop. Wow, 5 Overlords pushing in with a lot of lurkers, a lot of zerglings, and it looks like some Marines, not enough Marines coming in position. This is going to be very effective for GoRush, and no medic Marines in position at all. They're completely on the other side of the map. Those lurkers going to be able to land. A couple Overlords getting taken out, but the zerglings going to be able to take those turrets down. There's going to be no detection, and once again, GoRush able to get an attack on the main. He's also going to be able to probably get some bonus supply depots there to really, and mostly getting rid of that stopping gas production at this stage is really going to hurt Favian. And yeah, he has tanks. I don't think he has siege check. That comsat station going to go out, and that's going to prevent those. Wow, it's going to prevent additional detection for those lurkers, and all those supply depots going down. That's 4 or 5 supply depots. And if he manages to take out this command center, which I don't know if it's very likely at this stage, it looks like siege actually is upgraded, but he actually might get it. It's not being lifted at this point. Favian needs there. He's lifting it off. But wow, all that supply right there is just devastating. That's 400 minerals and Marines units, things that are not being produced for Favian at this stage, giving GoRush plenty of time to do this, tech up like mad. He's got that hive, he's got the defiler mount going up, he has 3 gas established, I assume, with that 930 position. Science Vessel is up, which will help stop this attack. Another supply depot going down, and it looks like a bunker actually ridge side to protect against that temple. And the lurker's actually going to work their way around, going to kill an SCV, and also going to be able to take out a couple turrets. Just going to weave around that tank, and this is an absolute zerg schooling here for GoRush. GoRush looking very, very good here. Favian going to transfer those, it looks like those SCVs back to the main, but and going to continue to try to pick away at those supply depots and try to take them down. Looks like that science vessel plus that tank, the tank does in fact range, going to be able to take the rest of those lurkers out. But this is just about time for GoRush. GoRush hasn't just been sitting on his hands in the meantime. He has in fact gotten it, and it looks like he's going to bring in some Scourge and try to take that science vessel out. He has replenished an attack force. He does, looks like another drop coming in across another angle. I'm kind of curious what's contained. Maybe more lurkers. It looks like, wow, lurker at the mineral only. Not sure what that Marine is using for detection, but 4 of them getting taken out. Maybe I'm not seeing any turret alongside, so I guess he used a comsat there to try to detect that lurker at the north. That's going to stop the mineral only, and going to be able to get some free hits on NCV's cliffside along the edge. I think that was happening much earlier. Whole position lurkers right there, going to be able to unleash on this tank, and it looks actually no, they're being held. Going to wait for the Marines to get in position. I don't see an attack happening here. There it goes, unleashing the whole position lurkers, able to get a couple additional Marines. That was very patient on GoRush's part, and I'm surprised that Favian fell for that. There's the comsat, 3 lurkers taken out. Still that lurker hanging out cliffside, just banging away at that main. Just delicious, you know. Yeah, that's what it is. I don't know if you guys realize this, but lurkers have those built-in shish kebabs. They go up and they shish kebab an SCV or a Marine or a medic. They bring it back in. They munch on it really fast. That's kind of most StarCraft units. It's really about food. Who can eat the other person fast? I mean, even Marines with their guns. That's what it's about. With zerglings, that's their favorite meal. Anyway, huge drop. This is what we call a doom drop, ladies and gentlemen, and a doom drop heading in towards Favian's base. And it looks like it's going, yeah, heading towards the north. The Zergling's creating a little bit of a wall to kind of protect it. I don't know if Favian sees this coming. Even if he does, he doesn't have units in position to really defend against it. Most of the units out in the middle of the field. GoRush looks like he has established a Nidus Canal and some Sun Colonies. Ooh, he's going to have to unload this Doom Drop, though. Needs to be careful of those Overlords working out there to the northern position, but getting caught a little bit there by that Medic Marine Force. He doesn't want to draw that Medic Marine Force at the same time to that position to the north. He could resupply some units, but Favian's so far out of this game. He's lost so many supply depots. GoRush is just kind of taunting him, honestly, at this stage. Favian doing what he can, pushing in with an attack at the main. The Science Vessel count is nil at this stage. I do not see a single Science Vessel out in the field, and that is really the key here. We are in the late game officially. Defilers are out, and that is the signal for late game Terran versus Zerg, whether you are prepared for it or not. And honestly, and still a lurker across that, across the main, but not a science vessel anywhere to be seen for Favian. So I don't think that Favian is going to escape this game with his life. Looks like he's been producing mostly tanks to try to deal with those defilers into the mid, but honestly, I don't think he's going to get it done. That Temple, Temple being opened up backside. Marines are going to be able to sneak through. Favian actually might take this game. He's going to, very least, going to be able to take out that mineral only. But the question is whether whether this will really affect GoRush. He's established that entire upper left-hand corner of bases, getting a nice plague. That's going to save that. Well, the hatchery actually, it doesn't protect buildings. He's going to take this opportunity to do another drop and get another grouping, another lurker, I should say, on that SCV line. Feed it very well. Particularly Zerg, very much about food. And keep in mind, Favian this entire time only running off a single base. His secondary's got to be looking somewhat thin. At this stage, that main, wow, full of minerals, but none of them being harvested. I'm curious what's in those overlords now. Maybe that was a fake. Maybe that was just to draw things to the north. Otherwise, maybe he probably would have unloaded. But point being, GoRush has got a huge economy. He's running, I think, at 7 bases at this stage. All sorts of hatcheries. Lots of defilers, and going up against no science vessels, so exactly where it wants to be. Firebats being produced to help assist with that Dark Swarm. Looks like a pretty good sized attack force there from Favian, but I think that's going to be his last draw. He's starting to, the problem for him right now is there's not a position he can attack where he can gain an advantage. And actually now those overlords starting to swing about. I'm still kind of waiting for it. He can try to attack the main. And even if he does manage to take this out, GoRush still has still going to outnumber him as far as bases go in the upper left-hand corner, although he will be down tech. But otherwise, he's not going to be able to loop around and attack both bases before GoRush really has the units to counter him. And even then, I think GoRush has a much higher supply count. As you can see, he's backing this off bit by bit. Looks like we're seeing a drop, though, at that mineral only along the top side. That Nidus Canal, beautiful, actually, attack there. Counter, just as I'm saying, is Favian showing some really good multitasking here, doing a double drop option. So he's pushing on that front door to distract GoRush and then doing a drop backside. Not able to get a lot of drones. Was able to take out that Nidus Canal. Zergling is able to clean this up otherwise. Looks like that command center has been lifted off at the main, completely not producing. I want to get a look at the secondary to see what the mineral count really looks like. A lot of those barracks looking, not glowing, showing that they're not producing units. I think that Favian is completely out of resources. GoRush gathering up. It looks like he wants to do. He wants to end this game now. Medic Marines trying to push up there, now backing off. A lot of Zerglings pushing at lurkers up on the tank line. Beautiful defiler micro here by GoRush, and those Marines. I expected to see a lot more Marines dying, but it looks like they're focusing on the tanks here. Able to take a good amount of those tanks. Man, if they had splashed down though on those Marines, that entire Marine line would have been absolutely worked. Still, those overlords to the north looks like they're not really playing a factor. I guess they're just kind of meandering up there for kicks. Ultralisk Glare up, and Cavern, I should say, is up with a capital P. All sorts of gas for GoRush at this stage. He's been pretty Zergling heavy, honestly. I haven't seen a lot of... There's been some defilers out there, but there haven't been as many defilers as you would expect. There hasn't been as many lurkers as you would expect off 6 bases, which I think 4 gas at this stage, versus just Favian's 1. Upgrades, I believe he's winning, which is they're pointing out. Again, not. I think he has Carapace 1. Pushing in, wow, beautiful Dark Swarm. Lurker's going to get a complete surround. Favian not going to bother to back out, so which indicates to me that he's just, this is it for me. This is my last attack force, GG. So, yeah, gonna GG here and gonna be knocked out of the offline prelims. GoRush going to advance, and we'll see if he can make his way back into the round of 32. It looks like a drop going on simultaneously, so he was a bit distracted on other ends of the field, and there's GG right there after he realizes the attack force gets wiped out.